Genoa's mission tree in Europa Expanded is insane. Ever felt a need to know CB Byzantium to kickstart your Roman Empire restoration run? Well, worry no more. In Europa Expanded, you're getting permaclaim on Constantinople from day one. These missions allow you to expand in many different regions of the game, including Egypt, the Pontic Steppe, Maghreb in Africa, Iberia, yeah, as you can see, you'll also get a colonist until the end of the game, and even down the line there's permaclaims in India. While of course, some of the missions are focused on unifying Italy and establishing a super strong trade empire by using such mechanics as trading posts and receiving many long-lasting super strong trade modifiers, and in some cases even permanent ones. And that is why today I've decided to start a new run as Genoa. Let's see how strong of an empire we can establish. But before we begin, I am proud to announce that this video is brought to you by World of Tanks. World of Tanks is a team-based MMO action game focused on armored warfare in the mid-20th century. With more than 40 battle arenas to choose from, each battle demands that you rally your teammates, strategize your moves, and outmaneuver the competition to emerge victorious. The game boasts a vast arsenal of over 600 tanks from various nations and eras, ranging from the mightiest heavy tanks to the quickest and most agile vehicles on tracks. This wide selection ensures a constantly evolving gameplay experience, allowing you to discover new tactics and strategies. Come on boys, get him! There we go, nice, let's go. World of Tanks isn't just a game, it's a vibrant community where you can share your triumphs, participate in events, compete in challenges with fellow enthusiasts around the globe. The game's stunning graphics enhance the immersive experience, bringing each battle to life with impressive detail. The game constantly introduces special events, challenging missions, and new content that ensures there's always something new to explore. Best of all, World of Tanks is completely free to play, offering everyone a chance to join the fray. World of Tanks brings history to life, offering authentic models and vehicle characteristics that make you feel like a real tank commander in the thick of furious armored offensive. Earn experience, modify and upgrade your tank, and turn it into a formidable steel beast ready to take on any challenge. It's super easy to get started, as new players are welcomed with a $20 worth welcome pack. Click the link in my description to start your journey in World of Tanks and claim your place among the legends of armored warfare. Alright, so let's go to our estates window, and if you're familiar with Europa Expanded, you know that the estate interactions are displayed in this window instead of the decisions tab. If you're not too familiar with the mod, then check out my other videos. I will leave the link to the playlist in the description, but for now let's go ahead and do the setup. We're gonna summon the Diet. What about the Pope? Okay, he didn't rival us, so we can definitely go for this first option. Let's select +1 mana points for all of the estates as we usually select. Religious diplomats. You know, I kinda love getting institutionalized clergy when I play in Italy because of the papal influence. It basically just allows you to invest more points into becoming the papal controller and getting that sweet 20% aggressive expansion reduction bonus. But when we're playing a republic, I really don't want to do so because republican tradition is just so important and we need to keep it high. So in this case, I'm just gonna grant oversight, and that's gonna be it. We're gonna get supremacy over the council, nobility officer rights. Now the burgher loans I kinda wanna avoid until we complete the mission, which requires us to have the mercantilism, because this decreases it by 1. So we can take this a bit later. We can definitely take promote burghers bookkeeping, allow economic freedom, and you know, for now this is gonna be enough. Our influence for burghers is already super high. So let's go ahead and grant his generalship. What did we get here? Alright, he's pretty decent. I think we can definitely start building some galleys, so let's build like 2 over here. And I'll probably also get a couple of transports, so I'm just checking where we can get them fastest. I also want to leave some space in my capital because I can build more units here in this case. Jesus Christ, what is this like? I've just stumbled on the decisions tab. For Italian nation, okay. But then we have these new decisions. Mercantilism 60, money, production in Genoa, shipyard, and this would give us some sort of an event. The colony system, no, that's crazy, you need so many core provinces. And these provinces would retain their original name. A new Genoese population would establish there and would gain, until the end of the game, modifiers minus 50% culture conversion cost. This does increase tax, reduces unrest, but also reduces trade power, interestingly. Okay, so there are just many new decisions that are basically a bit late game-ish, I would say. 20,000 sailors, it's gonna be difficult to do for us. We can check those out later, but that is something to keep in mind. So right now I need money, which is why I will take a regular loan, preserving our mercantilism, and with this cash we can definitely recruit the free company. So this will put us just slightly above our force limit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete one of these cavalry units. I usually don't do this, but I really don't want to go over my force limit in the early game. We're making bank right now, so we can afford at least a couple advisors. Let's go for yearly inflation one. Oh, I was hoping we would get a trade one as well, but I'll go for morale of navies. And once we start our first war, we can also go for this morale of armies guy. Now, alliances. So I would love to ally the Papal State, and Austria would be cool as well. Is it even possible to do so? It's more than possible. We just need to improve relations. Yeah, so because of our government, of course, we cannot get royal marriage, which is why it's gonna take a little time. But maybe we can start by insulting the Ottomans. So let's see if... Okay, so problem solved, guys. Allied with Austria. These rivals are just fine for me, Venice, Aragon, and Provence. So let's grab this, and we at this point already have 2 super strong alliances. Probably don't need any more. Alright, so here we have our army, and this allows us to complete the merchant army. This mission just requires you to have 1 general and 75% of army size. We are getting humiliation of rivals casus bellis on Milan and Venice, and it says for -1 months, so I believe this is just until the end of the game. Do correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Morale of armies, mercenary discipline plus 5% for 25 years. Permaclaims on Tuscany, Lucca, Parma, Nizza, and Napoli. Yeah, so these permaclaims basically allow us to expand into 3 different directions. We can attack Lucca, Milan, or Savoy. Obviously, attacking Lucca would be probably the easiest option, but we will see what kind of alliances these guys get. Well, yeah, they allied Savoy in this case, which might make Milan even a better option. I'm just gonna select my rivals now, and those will be Byzantium, Milan, and since we do not have any claims in the Crimea area yet, I won't select any of these guys as my rival. For now, it can be just someone like Ferrara because they already rivaled us. Another way of getting permaclaims is by just simply getting a merchant in Sevilla. So very simple to do, we're just gonna exchange one of the current guys. You can move from Crimea over here temporarily. Oh my god, well that is just nasty. Free inflation or 10 Republican tradition loss. I guess since we have max currently, let's just take this. And it is the 11th of December, so we have to attack someone. And I suppose Milan definitely is gonna be the way to go. Gonna call in the Papal State with a promise of lands. It will be conquest of Parma, and we should be able to easily dispatch them. So once we win this war, the next one can definitely be versus Byzantium. We don't want to drag this for too long, otherwise the Ottomans will take care of them, which we don't want to happen. But I am also waiting for additional naval units. So obviously we're not gonna give anything to the Papal State, and it's not like they can even get any cores here. So what I will try to do is curry favors, and by the time we finish war, if we have 10 favors, we can exchange them into trust, which would allow us to keep the alliance without giving them stuff. I will need one more loan though. I do want to get this advisor. There we go, we have the agenda completed. The aristocrats being our leading faction right now is also giving us additional morale of armies, so our units are quite strong because we have a total of 15% through the missions, advisor, and this interaction. Our merchant has arrived in Sevilla, so we are gonna get additional permaclaims, and these are in Africa, right? Yep, so we're getting permaclaims on 3 provinces in the Maghreb area, which is honestly quite insane, because if we wanted to, we could take care of Tlemcen. That would be definitely the easiest option to start our expansion in Africa. But I will probably wait until Tlemcen is left with like a couple of provinces, because Morocco and Tunis should be interested in them. Vassalizing them, in my opinion, would be just perfect. Well, this is not exactly what I wanted to happen. I don't really understand why the Papal State is just staying there. But as long as it's not our troops that are getting wiped, I guess I'm fine with that. A mighty fleet is done. Morale of navies, naval maintenance modifier reduction. Once again, just massive amount of permaclaims. Like, holy crap, bro. We have permaclaims on Ramazan, Syria. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Oh, please get this fort. Come on, it's been taking so long. Hey, there we go. Nice. Yeah, he's done for. We are gonna absolutely crush him. And we're getting siege ability. Oh, this is great. This is so great. Is this the last of Milan? It is. So I would love to boost my stability, but this is honestly way too expensive because of the lack of Republican tradition and religious unity being just 57%. So yep, not gonna do that. But we can certainly start promoting mercantilism. I wonder, should we go for one of these monopolies, because it also gives mercantilism, and in such a way we would not need to spend that many diplo points. So at this moment we don't own any wine provinces. We can probably revoke it a bit later. Like, the thing is that our clergy influence is not that high, and we should be able to get our loyalty above it. So yes, I will take this monopoly. And this allows us to complete the mission market dominance, trade efficiency, merchant trade power. We don't need to care about this at least. So if we want to, of course, we can go now and take our indebted to the burger loans, which is just great because I'm gonna repay the 4% ones, well, 3.3% in this case. As you might know, we have minus 0.50 interest per annum in Genoese traditions, which is quite decent. Now that we have this money, might as well take our naval doctrine. I'm gonna go for galley combat ability. Maybe later on I will switch it to ship trade power, but for now I do want to make my navy super strong. Alright, so it is the election and we have to select something. I will go for mill first because I would love to have mill level 4 as soon as possible, and later on we can definitely focus on other categories. -2 national unrest is horrible. I swear some of these missions I am completing without even trying, like I didn't even read what this requires us to do, but apparently we have it done, so we're getting Navy tradition and some kind of an event. Oh, would you look at that? Skill 2 morale of Navy's 50% cheaper advisor, or Admiral that has pretty decent stats. You know, in this case I already have this morale of Navy's guy, so let's take the second option. Jeez, bro. The Doji's Dominion now. Galley combat ability, global naval engagement modifier. Should I even mention these permaclaims anymore because we're just getting them everywhere? And yeah, the war is done. I'm just waiting for the favors. So obviously we could full annex Milan here, but that would be just insane. It's a death sentence, which is why I'm gonna take just 2 provinces. Parma and Cremona. So this way we border both Venice and Mantua. Of course Ferrara as well. I'm gonna take the maximum money. We're getting half of it, so it's decent. It's decent. I'm gonna humiliate them and grab the war reparations. So with this done, we unlock one of the age objectives, which is great. What did we complete now? Acquire Parma. Years of separatism removed. Local autonomy removed. Yep, you guessed it. Parma claims. So right now is definitely the way to go for us. We're gonna declare on Byzantium, and they broke the alliance with Moldavia, which is just crazy. What? They have 14,000 units? What do you mean, bro? I only have 13 transports. I mean, our army should be much more stronger than theirs anyways. Yeah, like look at that, 1.62 morale. Nah, bro, it doesn't matter how many units they have. We got this in the bag. Let's just declare, let's go. Alright, let's see how this is gonna go. I believe we're gonna... Yeah, they just left the province like they're scared. Savoy declared a war on Milan. Alright. Wish we could barrage this, but impossible. Oh yeah, that's great. Ottomans declared on Dulkadir, so we're just free to take everything for ourselves. This is another thing that happens in Europa Expanded, which is Kabylia breaking through from Tunis, and it sets these countries up for an instant war with each other. So from what I have noticed, Kabylia usually loses, but in this case the situation might be different. Tunis is left with 6,000 soldiers. However, they still have these pretty strong alliances, so it doesn't change much for me. But I will definitely keep an eye on Africa because, as I previously said, I'm really interested in Tlemcen. In Granada too, but this is more unlikely that we would declare a war on them because of Morocco. Yeah, so we're just deleting Byzantium. It's over, bro. Your days are counted. Goodbye. Looks like we can finish the war right now. So what we're gonna take is definitely the province of Athens, because we will be subjugating Byzantium. We don't want this province to be released. And we're gonna take Constantinople. Maximum cash, that's gonna be it. Send demands. Now, why did we take Constantinople? Well, because of our missions. In this case, we don't need to own 25% trade power in the Sea of Marmara, and we can get missionary strength and yearly papal influence for 20 years. This right now is going to be the most important part of our run. We're going to need to be a bit lucky, but we're going to recruit the free company in Constantinople. I'm going to reduce the war exhaustion, quickly deal with these rebels, and I'll get my boys back into Constantinople. Of course, we're going to set Ottomans as our rivals, and we have to be super quick about this. Now, guys, we're going to return the provinces to Byzantium because we don't want to core this. and it is their course. So Grand Province. Our navy at this point is definitely stronger than the Ottoman navy. They have 24 naval units, but we have so many good modifiers to help us out. So we can go ahead and try and declare this war. It's gonna be reconquest. Most important thing for us is to take the province of Gelibolu, which is a level 2 fort, which is where the luck comes in. Alright, let's go ahead and start the war. Instantly send our boys here. I think I will even make my ruler a commander. Okay, that is actually great. 2 siege pips, that's gonna help. I wish I could recruit some good mercenaries here, but yeah, only in this province. Should we go for this? 48 days? Nah, I think we're good without it. I just need to break the fort so I can assault it, and that would be it. Of course, let's send our navy. We can barrage this, which is good. And we can assault it then. So let's break it, let's break it, let's break it. Please just break it quickly. Alright, we got it. This pretty much secures the war for us. If everything goes well, they should not be able to pass to their provinces in the Balkans region, and they should be stuck in Anatolia because they are currently at war with Dulkadir, Shirvan and Sandar, so they are busy somewhere sieging these guys. Like here they have 42% siege progress. We should be absolutely golden here. Now let me get some indulgence. This is relatively cheap right now. More papal points. We definitely want to get some of these amazing bonuses. I'm gonna finish the course before we continue with this war. I'm just gonna manage my country, and I am building spy network, a very strategic spy network on Provence. I will explain why later if all goes according to the plan. There are right now just so many opportunities that we could take care of, like for example declaring on Kabylia, which is somehow winning the war versus Tunis. They currently have no alliances, so this would be free expansion, but of course we are occupied. The same goes for Naples. This would be a golden war, apart from the aggressive expansion that would come with it. Yeah, what's up boys? You are having a meeting here in Kocaeli? Well, you do you. Ramazan, this guy's crazy, holy. Hey, that is pretty decent. We're getting 20 of each points, and this allows us to upgrade our mill level. Oh my goodness, Doge Andrea Doria. We have 2 options. We can increase our stability, which would be lovely because it costs just so much for us to do it manually. 146 points. Although I think it's worth it. I'm gonna spend these points. And we can all agree that the first option is just so damn good compared to the second one. 556 ruler. Now, we will lose 20 Republican tradition, but if we were to upgrade our current ruler through the re-elections, it would take so much more. These are insane stats. Let's go. Although we weren't too lucky, he's 58 years old, and I love Ramazan's logic here. I'm just gonna keep 3,000 units to siege this level 2 fort that requires 6 regiments. I guess you miss all the shots that you don't take. It seems Ramazan is all about that lifestyle. Hey, there we go, we have this claim that I wanted. Oh wow, that's interesting. One Republican tradition and changed opinions with France and Austria. I kinda want high opinion of France, because I was about to say that I kinda would like this alliance. Austria might not be the best option. They have a personal union over Bohemia. Yes, Bohemia is white, and this works kinda like in Victoria Free, where your subjects have the same color. As you can see, Bohemia is Austrian personal union. They have 100% liberty desire, and independence is supported by the Ottomans. Now, if someone else does support this independence, this could mean a war that we would not want to participate in. So France would be a good backup alliance. I think we can afford to lose a bit of relations with Austria. By the way, if I could, I would definitely attack Epirus at the same time now. It's a good opportunity, but they are allied with the Papal State, so that is unfortunate. We actually cannot do so. I guess we can just keep building favors with Papal State and eventually just ask them to break this alliance. Or, you know, another option is just inviting Papal State into some kind of a war and they would not be able to join. It's really not big of a deal. Right, we can get our second government reform. Manpower one is actually not that bad, but it increases nobility influence, which I kinda wanna keep low, so I will just go for Republican tradition this time. Right now, France is at war with Provence with the conquest of Anjou, which kinda creates this risk that they could take these 3 provinces and we no longer would be able to declare the war. For this reason, I think what I will do is declare right now, yes, Florence will join. That is kinda annoying, but we can invite Papal State, so as I was saying, we invite them, we can go for Epirus, and hopefully they will manage Florence. That is all I need from them, so prayers up, boys. Prayers up indeed, and we will pray for Epirus because they are going down. I think we have managed the most tricky part of this run. And right now what I will do is just wait until the Tikin score reaches the maximum before I take the peace deal with the Ottomans. I won't try any shenanigans. What we could do is probably like move our navy into the port just slightly for a slight time. And then Ottomans, well, they could pass a portion of their units to the Balkan provinces. I guess I can try and show this, like they have 26,000 here. If I would move these guys, this 4,000 should be able, yes, so they're gonna move here. And now if we move our navy back, they are stuck, they cannot move back to Anatolia. So we can just send these guys, for example, and just completely wipe out this 4,000, giving us more war score. Yeah, look at that, free war score. This is kinda golden, like I won't take any cash, we would not be getting any of this, but Papal State is doing an awesome job. I'm gonna take the war reparations, and in this case I'm gonna break Florence's alliances with Aragon and Bologna, well, guaranteeing Bologna. It just opens up more possibilities for us for expansion. We don't necessarily need to take or give anything to the Papal State, we can just finish like that. And hopefully now the Papal State can take care of Provence too once they finish the war with France. Alright, I guess they managed to get mill access because they are here. Yes, we don't want to mess with them. I'll just see what they are going to do. Are they going for a fort or just trying to unsiege this? Because I can briefly move to Anatolia, I think. No, they have 36,000. Yeah, I think it's best for us just to finish the war right now and not to take any unnecessary risks. Yo, this is actually unbelievable. Byzantium has more cores than in the base game. Holy crap. That is a lot of stuff. So this is incentive to do another war versus the Ottomans later. Yeah, so this is actually the maximum that we can take. So that is plenty, of course. And I'm taking one additional province from which we can release Bulgaria and get the claim on Serbia. Thank you so much, Ottomanskis. Now, I'm not gonna release Bulgaria until we make this claim. Otherwise, we can no longer do it. Alright, this is completed. Thank you so much. We can core this province right here. It's just a pyramidal claim of Byzantium. I'm gonna add this to the trade company too. Oh, that is actually so damn dirty. Provence has been full annexed by France. Yo, that is very disappointing. But alright, let's go ahead, summon the diet. Let's seize lands, so we're getting 17% of crown lands. It's not the end of the world, but it would have been so nice to actually take some stuff from Provence. Kabylia formed Tunis, and now it looks like at its original size. That is actually so funny. This is also quite funny. Morocco not joining the war. What's going on with Granada? Yeah, they are done. They are absolutely done. Hey, I guess we definitely can start up a very quick war versus Tunis. They have basically no units. Conquest of Mytia. Let's go for it. This 12,000 stack should be enough. I'll leave some soldiers so I can fight Serbia at the same time once I get the claim done. Was thinking about the possibilities of expanding in the Crimea area too. Could definitely declare a war on Teodoro, but yeah, Crimea would join. This is all steppes, all flat terrain. We would pretty much have no chance versus Crimea, which is a horde nation. So I think I will just try and wait. Maybe at some point Crimea is not gonna join. I suppose another option would be making a claim on Trebizond. We could expand in this region. Yeah, I'll begin building spy network. Boom, boys, it's done. Time to go, Serbia. Your days are counted, buddy. 1,000 units, they're just asking to get declared on. Hey, why the hell did I even build these claims? Byzantium already has them. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Let's pretend we didn't have them, alright? Let's just pretend. Yeah, very unfortunate, but we have to exchange this Giga Chad. We're gonna have an admin now. Minus morale of armies. Dude. Tlemcen, man, I hate you. Why do they have to take this province? I actually wanted to get all the coastal provinces for myself. Stupid AI, bro. Alright. Renaissance has appeared in our capital. I am interested in getting it, so I'll take a couple of loans. That won't hurt too much. Let's go ahead and embrace it, and let's take level 5 military. Yes, of course, I'm gonna share it to Austria. Just pay me 2 ducats monthly, sure. So now the Tunis war. Yeah, we can go for something like this. 120 aggressive expansion, but mostly it's the Sunni nations that will care about it. Not a huge deal at all. I don't mind it. Touggourt, Tripoli and so on will enter the coalition. Pretty much what we'll need to do is just avoid Ferrara and Venice. And Ferrara should leave the coalition soon regardless. Yeah, let's go. So now what we're gonna do is just simply go and enter all of these provinces into our trade company, because I don't want him to actually contribute towards the religious unity. And this way we're gonna get an additional merchant next month. There we go, we are actually one of the great powers now. And here is the merchant that I was talking about, so we can go ahead and send him to Tunis and transport trade to our main node. Claim on Mantua, eh? Sure. Hey, that's actually not a bad word to get into. Salzburg and Switzerland, and we could call in the Papal State. But I wonder what we actually need for the mission tree. Alright, so we need to own a province from Siena. We also need a province from Savoy, and this would grant permaclaims on a whole Piedmont area. So this one's pretty good. The other one surrounding Italy is defeat Milan. Well, this one doesn't grant permaclaims, and it leads to a mission which also doesn't do it. Eventually we will do it, but I think we should prioritize Savoy and Siena, but can we... Oh my god, it's Ferrara and Venice. Oh god damn it. I think until we get into a war with Siena, we need to wait for the HRE interaction for reining in the Italians, so everyone else leaves the HRE. Anyways, I've decided what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this additional morale of armies. I will definitely need it. Let's invest the remaining points into papal influence. Or I should say into becoming the Curia controller. Right, so this is full annexation. We're still looking okay. I think that is fine. All the money. Thank you so much. Now, of course, we are free to release our new vassal, which is going to be Bulgaria. And we can take the strong duchies to help us out a little bit to keep them loyal. What I'm going to do as well is placate rulers so we can enable divert trade on Byzantium. The rival list is crazy, like Muscovy, Lithuania, Burgundy. These are all the big boys. Let's go for Venice. So yes, this is the war that I want to get into. We're not gonna co-belligerent Savoy. I just want to break their alliances this time. Maybe take the province of Nisa, although it probably will be a bit too expensive. We will see. Let's just crush Lucca real quick. There we go, get destroyed, boy. And how many troops does Savoy have? 13,000 level 4. We are good, man. Hey, I actually love this pop-up. It reminded me about the monopoly on wine. So yeah, not now. And we're just gonna go ahead and remove it. That is beautiful. Whoa, guys. Kirkayunlu has been formed. This nation is actually insane. I have played this in Europa Expanded and I have a video for it. If you would like to check it out, I will of course have a link to my Europa Expanded playlist in the description. But as I am a huge fan of Akayunlu, and this being an upgraded version of it, yeah, I was sold when I played that. Oh, there's one more nation that we can snipe right now. Why not? Why not? This should be done as well, and I mean the war with Lucca. So I'm just gonna go ahead and transport these boys right now. Yeah, so I figured I'm not gonna take any stuff from Savoy. Just too much aggressive expansion. I am content with just breaking the alliance with Aragon and grabbing a little bit of money. And look how we can just annex. It's 20 aggressive expansion. Alright. Now that I managed to get this level 2 missionary strength advisor, we can start converting some provinces. I'm just gonna set this autonomous guy to do the work. And he's converting Matrega, so we might as well just get the edict going on right quick. No, Papal State, you are not going to break this alliance. Yeah, at this point I guess we can upgrade our ruler, although our Republican tradition is not that great and his trait is kinda trash. I do wanna get more admin and diplo points, so this is the way to go. Oh my god, Florence has been excommunicated. It's really annoying that we still have this truce for 3 more years. I would love to declare a war on them and just subjugate them. That would be perfect. Alright boys, I think it's time to reduce autonomy because it has been rising throughout the years. We had pretty low crown lands. Now the situation is gonna be better because we are up to 20% and this should be a really nice boost for us. Let's also build this marketplace in Genoa. This is probably the only province where I will build it unless the mission tree will ask to build some more. I hope I'm not missing out on too much stuff because it's so wide, this mission tree, that it's really hard to plan your next steps. I'm pretty much just going with the flow here. Hey, we can invite some nations into our trade league like Cyprus. Who else can we invite? We can go with Saluzzo temporarily, sure. We will actually eventually need to own Cyprus, so having them in the trade league is not too bad because potentially we could diplo-vassalize them. And it just means that they cannot get attacked by someone, even though they are guaranteed with Mamluks, you never know. And if we speak more about the trade leagues, I actually don't think that there's a mission in Europa Expanded to have like a certain number of trade league members. Unless I have missed something. If I did, do let me know in the comments, boys. There's probably some of you that have already played Genoa in Europa Expanded before. Oh, would you look at that? Our truce with Florence has expired and they still have no one to help them out. So this is a must. We have to go for this. 50% aggressive expansion to vassalize them, in this case with excommunicated ruler CB. Let's go ahead and crush them. What is going on here? He has separate 8,000 stacks. You don't usually see AI do this, do you? Oh boy, it is the Shadow Kingdom. Oh god, this is super important. It is time to abandon the Italy, of course. Ottomans declared a war on Kirkoyunlu. No, that's my favorite nation. Oh, come on, bro. 22,000, level 5. Can they? Nah, they probably can't survive. That's annoying, man. I probably should have tried and get an alliance with them. But on the other hand, if they get some casualties, if they lose manpower, it's the better for us, because our next war with Ottomans should be around 1452 when our truce will expire. 1462, my bad. But yeah, we will need to get a bit stronger for that war. Holy crap, this event is horrible. I'm not gonna lose 50 of each points. Screw you, man. The war is over, so I am going to definitely take this province. Otherwise, if we vassalize Florence right now, they will keep this annoying aggressive expansion modifier, and it will be very difficult to keep them at bay. So of course we're gonna do this instead. And we're just gonna go to the vassal window, release them. I think it's worth to do so because they still have these two cores, and it is 15 and 17 development, which is quite high. For 2 provinces, 30 development, it's pretty big. And yeah, after we placate rulers, they're just fine. We can get a 5% crownlands boost as well now. Well, this is gonna spawn a little bit of rebels because our nobility is not entirely happy. But yeah, here we go, we're gonna do this anyways. And now, because I am getting a little bit scared of this coalition, like it could possibly actually trigger, especially once we go into the second war with the Ottomans, I'm looking for different alliances, and England actually might not be a bad choice, because France doesn't want to get one with us. Otherwise, we can go for Burgundy, but the problem is, because of our government, we of course cannot get a royal marriage with them. Maybe Spain. Maybe Spain. What I like is that they rival Aragon. I will need stuff from Aragon if the Iberian wedding goes with the way of Aragon being independent, especially. So yeah, let's grab this. Maybe later England. And just for a little while I will be above my relation slots. Could not really avoid that, but probably after the next war with Ottomans we can start integrating Bulgaria, or just integrate Florence after 10 years. Hey, there we go, everyone is leaving HRE, which is just perfect for us. We're gonna stay, of course, since we are allied with Austria. So this way, no one in Italy will be getting the Emperor's protection. Once we dissolve the coalition, things will get smoother. Let's go. Now we can afford to repay all of our 1% loans and take new ones. This will be very important because the war with Ottomans is coming up, so we will get additional mercenaries. What about the trade power here? Lucca is adding 15.7. I think we can upgrade this natural harbor to level 2 here. It's also reduced autonomy. Now, I was re-rolling my advisors to get something like morale of armies or discipline, and I thought this is a good moment to remind you guys or introduce you to the function of Court of Advisors in Europa Expanded. You can click this, click on the advisor window, and you are in the Court of Advisors, where you can choose what kind of level 3 advisor you want to get. This is basically more expensive, but you can get anything you want at any time you want. So if I wanted, I could get this level 3 discipline guy, but it would cost 10 ducats a month and 300 ducats right now. It's just a neat little add-on. But of course, for now, we're just gonna go ahead and get this level 1 discipline. Right, so this time for the election, I'm gonna go with a new candidate, because I do wanna remove this minus 5% morale of armies. Let's take a diplomat this time. Construction cost. Well, I guess I won't be building any buildings right now. It doesn't really matter that much. Alright, I think it's time to go for a grand company. We're gonna be above our army force limit, but honestly, we can afford that. At least for that war versus the Ottomans, we can definitely afford it. Now, I'll just quickly provoke these rebels, get rid of that garbage in Lucca. And this means we are free to move our army to the Balkans. Let's also crush these boys right here. And also we can upgrade our Diplo technology. Soon we will be able to get our first idea group as well. Hey, probably I should have done this before upgrading Diplo technology, but I will start the golden era now. It will help in the war, definitely. There we go, we have the admin tech. And for the first idea group, hands down, I will be going for diplomatic ideas. I need all of these bonuses, including diplomatic reputation, war score cost. Most importantly, I would say additional diplomat and improved relation bonuses. And honestly, that's it. Let's go. Let's crush them. Once again, we're going for a reconquest because there's just so much stuff to take. So let's go for Philippi. We're gonna call in Austria. This should be piece of cake. Absolute piece of cake. Right, let's go. And I have positioned some units next to Tripoli because they are in this war. So what we can do is just take a white piece with them and continue to utilize their alliance with the Ottomans. So after 5 years, we can attack them again and call in the Ottomans into that war, reducing our truce with them. Take whole Anatolia in around like maybe 20 or so years. Carpet siege this, let's go. Should be able to beat this navy once again with the help of our Byzantine navy. Yeah, they're crushed, let's go. Did lose quite a few ships though, didn't we? Yeah, so I didn't like losing that many ships. I'll go ahead and grab a bit more of galleys and transports, as well as trade ships. So here we go. Oh yeah, Austria is going wild. They are already in Anatolia. Let's go, boys. Give me a second, I'll come to help you out. There's probably not much to worry about because they're still fighting Kirkayunlu. 1% war score. What is happening? Will they actually lose this war versus them? No, it's 17,000 units. They should be good. Hey, here we go. Just in time, we can take aggressive expansion, impact reduction. Another -5 aggressive expansion. Let's go. Awesome. Hey, we might as well get an advantage over the Ottomans just to make this much more easier. Anyways, let's grab level 6 military. Oh no, that's not good. Austria is actually getting beat up. I don't want to abandon the siege. Anyways, right now we can take our third government reform. I think 250 additional government capacity is gonna serve us really well here, so let's take this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Bohemia, the papal controller. I invested so many points before. Oh, screw you, man. Very bold of you, Ottomans. Very bold. No bueno, my friend. Oh, shit. Burgundy went absolutely ham on Savoy. Montferrat is released, and our truce with Savoy is expiring super shortly. We probably have to go for this. Do we have claims on... No, we don't have claim on Montferrat. Let's build spy network. Let's see what we can do with this, man. Hey, you know what? Honestly, this is kinda perfect. Like, we're giving all the cores back to Bulgaria. Additionally, 5 cores to Byzantium. I'm gonna take 2 provinces so we can border Karaman. Probably even vassalize them as well. And yeah, we completely crushed the Ottomans. Let's go. There's no aggressive expansion from this. No one absolutely cares about this. This is awesome. So of course I'm making a claim on Karaman. On the other hand, the war with Savoy, well, Papal State did all of the work for us. So right now we can either wait until Milan pieces them out. They already took out Montferrat, which is a bit annoying. Or we can just take the province of Nizza and run. Another possibility would be vassalizing them. Not an option, as you can see. I think because we already have so much aggressive expansion in Italy, we are fine with taking just one province. Give me cash, give me war reparations. I think this is just fine. So this way we can complete another mission. Permaclaims on Piedmont area. At this point I'm gonna rival Aragon. Let's go ahead and core up these 2 provinces. And yeah, if we want to, we can declare on Karaman next. But for now, this is where I will end this part of the run. If you would like to see me continue this, then let's get 500 likes. Also, if you enjoyed the video and if you have not subscribed yet, make sure to do so. Check out our sponsors World of Tanks. You can download the game for free right now. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video where we will continue this run if we reach the likes goal. Goodbye. A big thank you to the channel members and patrons Vovino and Lazar.